we have a little bit of time for questions. I'm not in charge here, but if I'm not mistaken, I left a little bit of time for questions. I'm happy to answer about anything, legal issues, political issues, football. Yes, sir.
I was interested in what you said, that it's much more difficult to identify the enemy. Mm-hmm. But I wonder if there aren't some pretty obvious enemies, at least in our society. And you mentioned one of them, welfare reform, where in the Minnesota legislature, given the necessity of reacting to that punitive federal bill, right. The Minnesota Senate voted unanimously to pass the implementation. I'm wondering whether the same thing happened in the Illinois legislature, for example. I'm wondering whether or not there's an enemy in the growing gap in the distribution of wealth in our country. Yeah. And those things are identifiable. They're clearly bringing our country to its knees, maybe not you, but in terms of the moral climate of administration. Well, so I'm wondering whether you want to talk about.
Sure. No, I'll be happy.
The ingredients. So what we need to go back to.
Good. Well, I think that's an excellent question. Let me take it sort of twofold. The first question, which is fairly specific, is about welfare reform. As most of you know, I think in 1996, the Republican Congress passed and President Clinton signed a welfare reform bill that essentially ended a 60-year entitlement to welfare. I was a strong proponent of some reform of the welfare system. I would not probably have supported the federal system, the federal bill that was passed,